be beaming, I be booming down that block. Everywhere you go, you know they know I'm hot.
What's the deal, my good people? Welcome back to the channel. Happy Thursday. Hope you all are doing well. If this is your first time here, I want to welcome you. Pull up a seat. I hope you enjoyed the content. And before we get into this food, I want to ask that you like, comment, share, subscribe, and go ahead and tap that bell while you're at it so you're notified anytime I drop a brand new video, go live, or schedule a premiere. All right, y'all, so let's go ahead and get into this food. So this is sushi, kind of. I wanted to make some homemade sushi, and I was struggling, y'all. I could not roll it to save my life. So I decided to use a little individual seaweed, like little chips, and just made like some sushi bites. All right, so I did the best that I could with what I had. And it turned out pretty good, you know, looked pretty. It actually tastes really good too. So I'm excited. I got a sauce on the side as well. I made a quick sauce. This is sriracha, date nectar, and also some soy sauce. So I kept things pretty simple. Now I have no idea how I'm gonna eat this. I feel like it's gonna fall apart. I feel like it's gonna get messy, but that's all right. That's all right. We gonna do. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to. I don't even know. Let me put some sauce on it first, cause I want some. Yeah. Yep. I know this. I knew this was gonna be messy. I can't even give y'all a bite. That's good. So what I have on it is it's like this microwavable brown rice and quinoa mix. I got brown rice on there, and I sauteed some cabbage, some zucchini, some red onion, and mushrooms together. And then I put, this one has a this is a sweet pepper on top with avocado, and the others have jalapeno with a little dollop of sriracha. That's good. That's real good. Let me try one with jalapeno. The green ones are jalapenos. Shouldn't be too spicy because I took out the seeds. And y'all, before we continue, let me go ahead and just take a minute and say happy birthday to my godson Dupree. He is 22 years old today. Happy birthday. I'm so excited. Y'all, I was posting on social media about his birthday and damn near cried. So it's just crazy because he's 22. You know what I mean? So happy birthday, baby. I wish I could give y'all a bite for this. It's good with the jalapeno too. Very light. I'm not gonna be really full after this at all, which I'm happy about. I hate being super full. This rice is good. I love how quick and easy it was to make. I am making a mess over here, okay? This sauce is good. It's super easy. I knew it was gonna be messy. I couldn't see it really going any other way. It's fine. Woo! The ice cold water is good. I'm going to resume part 3 of story time today. Part 3, let me get to it in just a second. And if anybody has missed part 1 or part 2, yeah, it got soggy. It's real soggy at the bottom, but that's fine too. If you missed part 1 or part 2, I will actually put the link below for the playlist. or you can go to playlist and click on Ballin'. That's what it's named, since I'm talking about my high school basketball life. All right, let me go ahead and get started. All right, so we left off with me processing and wrapping my mind around the fact that, you know, I was out for the season and taking it for what it worked, you know, taking what it was worth, you know what I'm saying? That I got a chance to really learn and observe the game different, you know? So as the season continues on, our team is balling. Like, I mean, we had a long winning streak. I want to say double digits. You know what I'm saying? We were just mopping teams left and right. We were, you know, letting them have it. Some games were close, some were not. And I don't know if people were really surprised about how the team was dominating. Some people may have been surprised, you know what I'm saying? But then others were not, because we have really good players. And some of them have been on varsity the whole, you know, all 4 years together. So they had a great chemistry, you know what I'm saying? Knew how to read each other, knew a lot of stuff about each other, very comfortable. So it's very easy to get back into that rhythm and be good and be even better. And they were at their best, you know, at a very, you know, performing at a very high level, right? So, like I said, balling. And I mean, it felt good to be getting to win, you know what I'm saying? Even if I wasn't actually on the court, it felt good to see our team win, and all the hustling they were doing, all the hard work was paying off in our you know, from practice, right? Because I was in every practice still. So in the midst of all of this, you know, I'm also in student government for the first time. So I'm like really coming out of my shell. I'm really doing a whole bunch of stuff I had never done before, you know? Oh, this is a mess. That's fine too. Okay. Maybe I should just use these from now. I'm also a student government. Now, I ran for like a class position, but I lost. So I ended up being a historian. And me and my godbrother in the class, we're learning things, building new relationships, learning the ins and outs of things that have to get done, you know, from a student government perspective. And in the middle of all of this, Penny, who was the captain on our basketball team and our star player, ended up in student government as well. But she really was just in there because she needed an extra class or something like that. She wasn't in there to really do anything. She wasn't trying to be part of student government and like that. She wasn't trying to hold a position. She just needed like an extra class to hold her in between her 6th period. So she ended up in student government with us, right? So I started spending a lot more time with her outside of basketball, you know what I'm saying? And in all of this, this is when she really started to kind of like, I feel like she was flirting with me, you know what I'm saying? She would always be around me, be flirting, doing all kind of stuff. And, you know, I don't know why y'all gotta do it with my hands. I really want to. So she was flirting with me and, you know, all in my face, walking me to the bus. And it felt like she liked me, but I'm not gonna lie, it felt good for a girl to like me too, because I knew that I like girls and I was struggling with that internally, but had never told anybody at that point. So she would be all in my face and stuff, and I feel like I really wasn't like trying to push her out my face, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I wanted the attention, I'm not gonna lie. So eventually, you know, time went on, and she was in a relationship with one of my best friends. And while she was in this relationship, she finally expressed her interest in me. And trifling. I was trifling. She was trifling. We did start messing around with each other. Now, we never really did anything. We kissed each other. That was it. But still, I definitely should have been doing that while she was in a relationship with one of my best friends, right? So, and I'm so sorry, B. I am, for real. Because you might be looking at this, you know, but we've already dealt with this. But I'm just saying, like, I'm sorry. And you know, so it felt like our basketball time was our time to kind of get away from everything, because you know, we played it cool, you know, at lunch and in between classes. You know, we passed letters with each other, you know, me and Penny. But it wasn't weird because everybody passed letters. Everybody passed letters in between classes. So, and it wasn't a random thing between her and I. It was like everybody was doing it. So we would pass letters and stuff. We would talk in code in our letters. We would never say each other's names or whatever in case somebody found the letters or whatever. And I will say that our basketball time started to feel like that was a time when we could just not have to worry about and be so cautious about everybody else. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, she was able to focus on practicing whatever she had to do because I wasn't on the court. So I wasn't disturbing her. She wasn't focused on me, you know, during practice and basketball games and stuff like that. But, you know, we would spend time together in terms of like on the bus together. You know, we would sit next to each other. We'd hang out. Our mothers were friends, right? Friends. So going over her house would be no big deal. We would just kind of hang out. You know, my mom would go visit. So we spent our time together, you know what I'm saying? And I definitely knew that what we were doing was absolutely wrong, you know what I'm saying? And not because we were two girls that were together, but because, like I said, she was around one of my best friends. She was in a relationship with one of my best friends. But we did what we could, you know what I'm saying? We tiptoed around, we kept it private, kept it a secret as long as we could. So, let me fast forward to we're now playing our league games. And you know, league are the teams that are in your same like division or whatever. You know, your same city or division or whatever, your same league. So, our team is balling. But there is a team that people expect to take it off. And this team has been taking it off. You know what I'm saying? Nobody was really giving them competition like that. Now, this was the first time I feel like in a while that team was actually getting competition. You know what I'm saying? And let's go ahead and call this team let's call them the Cougars. All right, so the Cougars was balling and running over everybody. Like, and their star player was like ranked in the state. She had been ranked in the state since she was like a freshman. Like, everybody just fully expected the Cougars to take it all. Like, nobody expected them to, you know, anybody to give them a run for their money. So it's league time and it's our time to actually play against them. So in league, we played each team 2 times. So we played the Cougars the first time and they won. They didn't win by a lot. They won by single digits, but they still won. And that's what everybody expected to happen, right? Let's circle back around to the second time we played them. So we had to go to their gym because it was a home game for us the first time. Second time, we went to their gym. And I'm going to tell you, it was a quiet bus ride over to their gym, to the Cougars gym. It was a quiet bus ride. Everybody was in their zone. You know, before we got on the bus, I remember Penny just telling me, like, Rhonda, we gonna win. And I remember just how hard she was going. She was going extra hard. She was always dedicated to the game, but she tapped into another level of you know what I'm saying, of herself, you know, to really get ready for this game. And putting up more shots, getting more sleep. Like, she was really preparing a different kind of way, you know what I'm saying? And because we were in the space that we were in, you know, we would talk. So she would tell me how she was preparing and what she did and all that kind of stuff, right? So bus ride leading over to the game, leading over to the Cougars, to their gym, people were just in the zone, you know what I'm saying? Sitting in silence, listening to music, whatever needed to be done. And I remember we pulled up to the gym and it was already crowded. The game obviously hadn't started yet, but people were already lined up. Like, this was a big deal. And I just remember, like, you know, I was already sitting like in the stands and stuff. I came out to the stands where everybody was kind of still in the back. They were getting ready to run out. And, you know, while we were sitting back there preparing for the game, just the energy was just something I had never experienced before. I mean, it felt like a championship game, like an NBA championship game. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how intense it was. And so, you know, I go and sit down on the sidelines or whatever, see my team run out. And when I tell you that gym was rocking, okay? Like, it was people standing up everywhere. They tried to allow as many people as they could, you know, come in and stand because the bleachers were completely packed. People were standing everywhere in the gym as much as they could. And then the game finally sold out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it sold out before it started. And I remember the music that was on. I mean, we was playing some hip hop music, where they were playing hip hop music, and you know, just the zone that everybody was in, even putting up the warm up shots, you know what I'm saying, during pregame, and everybody's shot was going in. Everybody was hustling a little bit harder. And just to see people tap into themselves like that was super intense. And when it was game time, it was serious. It was intense. I want to say that the game was just going back and forth. We were just trading baskets at that point. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like one team was dominating the other. We were very much evenly matched. You know what I'm saying? And it felt like half of the gym was there for the Cougars and the other half was there for our team, you know? And it was intense. It really, really was. And, you know, halftime, you know, the coach didn't have a whole lot to say, because he knew that everybody showed up and was ready to play, and everybody was in the right frame of mind. And he wanted everybody to have the time that they needed to think, and also just get back to, you know, to warm it up. Like, he didn't want everybody's body to get cold, and we didn't talk a lot, you know what I'm saying? Because he was like, y'all know what y'all came to do, basically, you know? And you could see it in everybody's face. Everybody was hungry. And I remember the game resumed. It was tight in the third quarter, tight in the fourth quarter. And it came down to the wire. It really did. And the ball got in Penny's hands. And you know what I'm saying? Penny was a great free throw shooter. She could also post up. She was strong. She was tall. You know what I'm saying? She dominated. And, you know, she took the game-winning shot. And we literally won by 1 point. We won by 1 point. The gym just erupted. Like, the gym went crazy. People jumped out of their seats, you know, whether they were for us or against us. And I remember security had to come and get involved, because, you know, the Cougars were upset. You know, the fans were upset that their team lost. Now, I'm talking parents, students, like, everybody was involved in this anger, and they were upset. They could not believe that they got beat on their home court. You know what I'm saying? And I remember we went and got our stuff out of the locker room. Security, they had extra security there. Security came and escorted us to the bus. And then I remember us piling onto the bus, and for whatever reason, security didn't stick around. And so we're getting on the bus, making sure everybody is accounted for before we left, because I was still taking the bus rides to and from the games, right? We on the bus, y'all. The bus starts rocking. The people, the fans, or whoever, the students, whoever you want to call them, from the Cougars, from their team, or whoever, they came and started beating our bus. The bus starts rocking back and forth, right? So, you know, our bus driver is, you know, saying like, hey, we need to go. We need to get up out of here. And, you know, our coaches quickly, you know what I'm saying, made sure everybody was accounted for. And security finally came back, because, again, I don't know why they left. If they felt like they had to escort us to the bus, they should have stuck around. But I guess they thought everything was okay, but it wasn't. And I remember the security came back before, you know, things kind of escalated anymore, because people were threatening to throw rocks and stuff like that. It was crazy, y'all. Like, it was super intense. And I don't know, like, that game just really showed me so much about how you can really, really just push yourself, you know, beyond the limits that you think that you have. You know, we have limits, you know, that have been given to us by other people, and we've also given ourselves limitations. But truly, I believe that anything that you want to do can get done. And sometimes you have to make sacrifices. Sometimes you got to practice a little bit more to get it. But it's definitely possible. And, you know, the importance of working as a team. You know, there is no I in team, for real. And just the way that I saw those girls play that night showed me everything I needed to know. You know what I'm saying? And I was proud. And so was everybody else, you know what I'm saying, that went to our school. So y'all smashed this food and just sitting here talking. So I hope that you guys are still here with me. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up part 3 of story time. Y'all come through to family night tomorrow. Family night tomorrow is actually going to be at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time instead of 7, because at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we're going over to Mukbang and Things channel to celebrate Shin's birthday. She is having a 90s party, y'all. I'm talking about 90s clothing. There's a rap battle that I'm going to be in, just so you know. So come through and see me rap or hear me rap or whatever. Dance contest, giveaways, the whole thing, 90s music. So we'll be doing that. I will drop the link below to Mukbang's channel so y'all come through and check it out, all right? So I appreciate you, and I'll see you hopefully for family night, all right? Be good to yourself. Peace.
I be beaming, I be booming down that block. Everywhere you go, you know they know I'm hot.